Uh, I think guys I was not audible right now because my mic was turned off. So welcome to this tutorial. So we'll be building this React.js checkout inside our Stripe application. So you can see on your screen right here what we are building right here. Let me show you from scratch. So localhost 3000. So this is my React.js application. It is built using Node.js and Express, and you can now see we are using the Stripe payment gateway. Already 3 products are there here. You can see coffee $15, sunglasses $50, camera is $50. So these 3 products are available in the screen right here. Add to cart is also available. Currently the cart is empty. There are no items in your cart right here. So if I add some items to the cart, you will see that the cart will be get updated. You will now see 6 items of coffee is there. So $90 total is there. So there is also a purchase items button. So if I increase this, also increase this, decrease it, you will now see the cart will get updated. Already 12 items are there. So total is $390. 3 camera, 3 sunglasses, 90 plus 150 plus 150 comes out to be 390. So I have already created this account guys, Stripe account. I have in the product section I have created these 3 products. Each product has its own price ID attached to it. So you can create as many products as you want which you want to sell online. And in order to create a Stripe account, it's very easy. You just need to provide your account name, country, all that stuff. Go to the developer section, and here you will get all your information such as publishable key and secret key. This will be different for you. So now basically if I click the purchase items button guys, so what will happen now, basically you will be redirected to the Stripe checkout page where you can purchase these items. So basically this is, you are paying to Web Ninja. This is the $390 US. So provide your email address, and testing up just Stripe provides you this test card details here. So this is the number for checkout purposes. So basically Stripe do provide these details, checkout credit card numbers, and basically the date you can fill out 12/34, and CVC number can be anything, 567 let's suppose. Gautam Sharma, let me put this, and let me select a different country and click on pay. So basically if you click on pay here guys, you will now see it will process your payment, and it will redirect you to the success page. Thank you for your purchase. So that's it. So in your real-time application, you will be sending email addresses after the payment. You will generate invoice, or you can do anything about it. So in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to redirect after successful payment to the success page. And now basically if you check inside your Stripe dashboard, inside the payment section, you will now see we have already made this payment, $390. So this is the payment which gets succeeded. This is the payment method paid by this customer Gautam Sharma. You will see date is 22nd October 5:22 PM. This is the current time. So this is the address of the user, all that stuff, how they purchase coffee, sunglasses, camera, all this information is available to you. So this was purchased in $390 US, so it comes out to be 31,000 Indian rupees. So it has like this. So basically guys, this is the application we will be building right here inside React.js. This is a simple shopping cart kind of an e-commerce website such as Amazon, Flipkart. You have seen these websites where you can purchase items online. So we will be trying to build our own shopping cart in React.js and Node.js using Stripe library, Stripe payment gateway. It's a very awesome payment gateway. It's the #1 payment gateway out there. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as well. I have given all the source code in the live chat and also in the description of this live stream. So this is my step-by-step blog post I have written. Each instruction is given in this blog post, and I have explained this instruction in detail. So you can copy paste all the source code which is there. So if you have any sort of questions, you can ask in the comment section, and also hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So please hit that like button. So let's start building this application. So first of all guys, what I will do is that basically I will be opening a new project. We will make a new directory here. So just make a new directory guys, make directory React payment. I will cd into this, and basically I will open this inside Visual Studio Code text editor. You can now see. So let me stop this server guys here, which is running here. Let me stop this and also stop this also. Let me close these windows. So also let me close this and start from scratch. So you can see it is currently empty folder, nothing is present right here. So first of all guys, what we will do is that basically we will build out the backend application. So npm init-y. So this will create the package.json file for us. Now we need to install Express, Course and Stripe. So simply install these three dependencies guys, which will be needing at the backend side to create that simple checkout page. So it has installed these three dependencies if you check inside package.json. So now just create index.js. So basically guys, you need to initialize a simple Express server here. We need to initialize Express here. So app in Express, and basically we will be running this on port number 5000 app.listen. We will pass the port number. So we will simply say that app is listening on port 5000. So you can now see app is listening on port 5000. So now guys, we also need to instantiate the Stripe library, which we need to require it. And in the second argument guys, we need to paste the secret key here. Secret key will be different for your application. So this will be different. So just go to your Stripe dashboard, and when you are sign up, go to the developer section, and this is your secret key. If you see, just reveal the secret key. So don't, let me continue this. So it will provide you the secret key that you will need guys for this application. So simply copy to clipboard and simply paste it here in the second argument. That's it. So this is your secret key. That's it. After you initialize it. So after this guys, what we need to do is that basically we need to create a simple post request. Also we need to require the course module, so that to access, we need to make this API accessible from all origins. So we have been passing this middleware function of course to prevent the course error. We will also pass basically, we will make this public directory as static, and also we will pass this middleware express.json. And then guys, basically you just need to write this line before that. Just paste it here like this. So after this guys, we just need to write a simple, basically a post request here, which will be, we will be calling this post request from the React.js front end. So this will be, route will be simply checkout. So whenever we want to purchase the item, this callback function will automatically execute. This is an async function, request response. And inside this, what we will do is that basically we will check out using Stripe. So first of all, we will get the items from the request.body.items array, and here we will declare a line items empty array, and we will iterate through each item which is there inside the body. For each item, what we will do is that we will push this inside the line items empty array. So this contains an object guys. It has its own price ID. Each product will have its own item ID, and the quantity will be equal to the item.quantity. So two properties will be there, the actual price ID, and the second is how much quantity the user want to purchase. So this is successfully inserted into the lines item array. So now basically what we can do is that we can simply create a session for purchasing this. So we will await this, and we will simply say stripe.checkout.sessions.create. So this we will call this method, and this expects an object. So line items, we will say line items will be equal to line items array. Second option is the mode payment. So this will be a payment request we will need to initialize. and then we have the success URL. So whenever the payment is successful, guys, we need to redirect the user to localhost 3000, the success page, like this success route. And when the payment is not successful, we need to put the cancel URL, which will be equal to http localhost 3000 and slash cancel. So we have put all these parameters out there, guys. So whenever the payment is successful, we will redirect the user to the success page. Whenever there is some error take place, we will redirect to the cancel page. And then basically we will send out the details to the user inside a JSON response, json.stringify, and inside this we will pass the URL, which is session.url. That's it. That's all that you need to write inside your backend file, guys. That's all the code is required for this. This is your backend file is complete. Now we will need to initialize the front end project here. We can run this application. We can just make a front end directory here, and we can run this file node-mon index.js. So this will run on localhost 5000. So now we need to open this front end and initialize the empty React.js project. So npx create React app, and here we need to create a new React app, guys, which will be called as try payment. So just initialize this React.js application, guys. So this will create a new React.js app inside this folder. So this will install all the dependencies which are needed for the application. So if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well if you're watching it for the very first time. If you have any sort of doubt related to that, you can ask in the comment section. So it is just creating this project, guys, so just wait. So it is just installing this React.js project, guys, so just wait it. Let me delete these files here which are there. Let me create a new directory here, guys. I think it is deleted or not. Yeah, it is deleted. So it is now creating a new React.js application, so just wait. It is installing the packages which are required. So you can see that, guys, it has installed this React.js project here in its initialize it. So we can now move to the project directory. And first of all, guys, we need to install these packages, which is Bootstrap. We will also be using Bootstrap at the front end, and also which is React Router DOM for routing purposes. So just install these two dependencies. So this is installed now. So the very first thing, guys, we will do is we will go to the app.js folder, and we will delete all this test code here like this. Simply delete this. So just start your application by writing the command npm start. So this will start your application. So the very first thing we will do, guys, basically we need to, you can see it will start your application at localhost 3000. So currently it is empty right here. So right here, guys, we need to use some Bootstrap components, which is container component. So you just need to basically import this container from Bootstrap here at the very top. And also we need to import the CSS file from Bootstrap like this, bootstrap/dis.css bin.css. We also need to import the routing functionality from React Router DOM like this. So here we will use the container element here of Bootstrap. Inside this, basically we will have a component which we will call it as navbar component, and after this we will have a simple browser router as we have imported. So inside browser router, guys, basically we will define all your routes. So there is a routes tag out there. So we will have a simple 3 routes here. First route will be for the index page. So this will be the index element, and basically what element you need to load here, basically we will be loading here store. And the second route which will be, we will be loading a success path which will be for success, and the element will be a simple success page. So this will be a success component we will be loading here. So this is equal to, sorry, and lastly for this failure page, so path here will be here cancel, and element will be equal to cancel. So whenever your payment doesn't go well, so this cancel component will display. So now we have initialized these 3 routes here. So first of all, guys, in order to initialize your products, just go to the Stripe dashboard here, and after you sign up for a new account here, just go to the product section. So as I already created these 3 products, it is very much easy to add a new product here. Simply click this button here, just name your product and just give it a short little description here. And then you just need to select the pricing model, standard pricing, packaging pricing. So just need to select the price here. You can also select the currency as well accordingly, USD, all these currencies are there. So recurring or one time, select this, and you just need to save this product. And each product will have its own price ID attached to it. So this price ID, this is API ID, so this is one. So simply you need to store this price ID for each product. So I have already created these 3 products out there. So each product has its own unique ID here. So simply you need to store this. So right here, guys, as you can see here, we are loading these 3 components here. So we need to import this from the pages directory. So we need to do this here. We need to create a simple pages directory here in the root directory here. So here we will create these 3 pages. First will be the success page, second will be the cancel page, and third will be the store page, actual key e-commerce store where you would be listing all your products. So this success and cancel will be very much easy here. In the success page you will just print out a simple message here, which will be, it will contain this simple function success, and here you will return out a simple message to the screen that thank you for your purchase or your payment. And then you just need to export this, export default success. And in the cancel one, you just need to write a simple error message. This will be again be a functional component, so we just need to return something here. Sorry to see you cancel your payment. And then just you need to export this, so you need to write here export default cancel. So these 2 pages are pretty much ready here, success and cancel. And now inside your store page you will be listing out all the products which you will be selling on the e-commerce store. So for this, guys, first of all we need to create a file called as product store.js in the root directory. So in the root directory you need to create this file which is called as product store.js. So here basically we will contain this simple array where you will be storing all the products that you will be selling in the e-commerce store. So this will be a simple array here. So in this array we have 3 objects. Each object will have 3 properties. First is the price ID, then will be the title of the product, this is coffee here, and then the price, how much price of the product. So it is, we can simply say here 15 USD like this. This will be a number here, so put a comma here, and the second one will be title, just give it a title, sunglasses, and the price will be around 50. And the third product will be, each product have its own ID, so title of the product will be, let's suppose camera, and let's suppose the price here which will be 50. So I've already created this. So for the camera, this is the ID here, so let me paste it here, the price ID. So this will be different for you, so don't copy my details. So then we got sunglasses, so simply copy to clipboard the price ID. And lastly we have coffee here, so simply go to the coffee product here and simply copy this price ID and simply here paste it. So now we have 3 products here, each object we are storing it, and here we will define one other function here which will be get product data, and here we will be passing the ID as an argument to this function. So what this function will do here, basically it will return the data. So we will be finding out, we have the products array and we will use the find method. So we will be finding it by the ID here. So for each product we will compare the ID. So if product.id is equal to the past ID, that's it. So after getting the actual product, so here we'll first of all compare if product data is undefined. So let's suppose no product exists for that ID. So in that case we can simply return undefined from this function. So if it is not undefined, then we will simply return the product data, that's it. So now we simply need to export these 2 things out there. First is the products array and second is this function which is get product data. So this is also a functional component. Let me just do this, and so if you just refresh your application, you will see it is saying navigation component is not defined here. So here you just need to make a components folder as well. So here you will be rendering all the components. So let me call this as a navbar component. So as you can see, we are importing this. So this will also be a functional component. So we can just import it here. So we have imported this automatically from this. You can now see, if you just refresh your application, it is saying React Bootstrap is not defined. So we just need to install this dependency. So simply write npm I React Bootstrap. So simply install this dependency here. So you can now see it is installed here. So now run your React.js project here. So you can see it has started this project at localhost 3000. So this is your navigation component and this is the store here. So we have created these pages. If you go to /success, basically this will be redirecting you to the success page, that is thanks for your purchase. And if you go to the cancel page, you will say sorry to see you canceled your Stripe payment. So we are implementing that routing as well. So now we simply need to first of all create this navigation component here. But for doing this, guys, we in the root directory, wherever you created this product store file, once again we need to create another file which is cart context.js. So here you will be basically be creating the operations, CRUD operations for your shopping cart. So whenever you add some products to the cart, the cart must update. For doing this, we first of all need to import the create context hook, and also we need to use the useState hook also from React. And also we need to import the products array from the product store and get product data. So these two things we have declared it inside our this file here. We are importing it right here inside this file at the very top. So now we need to export this cart context as well. So we will use create context hook here, and inside this we will pass an object. Items will be currently be empty, and we will simply define some CRUD operations here, get product quantity. So this will be a simple function. We will define all the functions which will be there inside this context. Add one to cart. So this function will be very much useful to create to add the product to the cart here. This will also be a simple function. So all these functions will be there, guys, for removing the product from the cart, for getting a single, to calculate the total cost of the cart, or deleting any product from the product cart, or removing one single item from the cart. So all these methods are there. So now we just need to create the context API here, which is we need to export this function, which is the cart provider, and this obviously will be inheriting the children. And inside this function we will first of all declare a simple variable cart products, set cart products, and here we will use the useState hook, and currently this will be empty array. So this will contain the actual cart products which you want to sell, which we will be sending to the backend file. This will contain two properties, the product ID and the actual quantity you want to purchase. So now you will define all these methods that you have declared right here, guys. So the first method we will declare is this method, which is get product quantity. So here the ID will be passed of it. So now we need to calculate the quantity. We will first of all use cart products.find. For each product we will simply compare the ID. So if the ID is equal to the ID which is passed here like this, and then simply we'll say question mark, we will say quantity. So then we will simply check that if the quantity is undefined, so in that case we simply need to return 0. So if it is not undefined, we will simply return the quantity. So this is one function which is defined here inside this. So similarly we will define the next function, which is add one to cart. Let me just explain to you what is happening in this function. So basically this is a second function, guys. So basically whenever you add one item to the cart here, we are taking the product ID, we are fetching the quantity of that product. If it is equal to 0, then we are basically inserting that product for the very first time. If already the product was present, if you are inserting this for the second or third time, then we are looping through, finding out the product, and then we are increasing the quantity of that particular product like this. So similarly we have the remove method also, guys. If you want to remove one item from the cart, we will need to pass the ID of that particular product. We will fetch the quantity. If quantity is equal to 1, in that case we will delete that product entirely from the shopping cart, and we will pass it the ID as well. If the quantity is larger than 1, we will subtract. Let's suppose you have quantity 2, so we need to we need to subtract 1 from it, so it will be having 1 item. So we will use the map operator. We will find out the product first of all, and then we will subtract it by 1. So here we are increasing, here we are decreasing, so you can now see. So then we have the function, guys. Basically if you want to entirely delete the product from the shopping cart, so here we will define this method. We will take the product ID, and here we will set this cart products. We will filter out the product ID, and we will simply remove all the products from a particular product from the cart. And lastly we will calculate the total cost, guys. So let's suppose you have 10 products in your shopping cart, so we will calculate the cost here of your shopping bill. We will calculate this using this simple function. We will loop through, and then we will simply return this total cost like this. We will multiply it by the quantity, by the actual price. That's it. This is simple mathematics going on to calculate the total cost. And lastly guys, we need to export all these methods that we have created as a context value. All these methods, the items, all these methods that we have defined early on. So as you know, inside the context API guys, we need to return the cart context, and it contains a provider property here, and we need to give it a value which is called as context value that we have created. So inside this we will embed our children, that's it. So now we just need to export this export default cart context cart provider. So now we can embed this provider inside our index.js file so that it is accessible to all the components which are there. Sorry, app.js. So right here in the root, so here we need to import this file which is cart provider. You can see it is automatically imported, so we just need to import, just wrap it like this. So just do it like this. So now all these methods that you defined right here inside your cart provider is accessible to all the components. So now guys, we can simply make our store here inside store.js. So what we can simply do here, we can return out, basically we can have a simple h1 tag. We can simply say that welcome to shopping cart. So then we can simply display all the products to the user. So we can simply have a row. It should be extra small, and medium will be 3, and it will have a simple class name which will be G for the spacing in between the products. So here basically we will be looping through all the products array. It will be imported from it. We will use the map operator. So each product and its index number like this. So right here guys, we will have the column like this. Basically we will align it in the center position, and basically we also need to give it a key as well, and then we will simply have the product card. We need to create this component guys, which is product card. So here we will display all the components. So we need to pass some information to this component, which is the actual product. So we need to create this component in the components folder, so which is product card.js. So this will again be a functional component. So inside your store here, basically so you can see it is imported from components folder. If you just refresh it guys, you will now see welcome to shopping cart, and basically 3 products will be shown to you: products cart, products cart, product cart. Now inside your products cart, we need to simply render out all the products. So basically one props is passed to it, which is the actual product. We will be catching this props like that. So basically we will be storing the product in the product variable. We will get to the cart. We can use context guys, use context hook, and basically we can use the cart context, which is provided it from the cart context file. We can use it like this. So now to fetch the product quantity guys, we can simply say here, we can call a method here which we have declared get product quantity, and here we can pass the product ID like this. So basically here it will give you the actual product quantity like this. So inside this guys, what we need to do is that here basically inside this we will have a simple card component or bootstrap, and inside card we have the body component, and inside the card we have also a title property as well. So here we can render out the basically the product.title property. So if you just refresh it, guys, what will happen now, if you see, it will render out the title of the product, which is coffee, sunglasses, camera. So now the second property we need to render out is card.text element we will use, and here we just need to render out the price, which is product.price. So basically now it will also $15, $50, $50 like this. And then, guys, basically we will be looping through the quantity. So if product quantity is greater than 0, in that case we will use a ternary operator here, and we will put a colon here, and if quantity is smaller than, then we can simply have a simple button here basically. If the product quantity is greater than 0, then we need to show a form to the user. So if it is not greater than 0, then we will have a simple button, and the variant of that button will be danger, and we will be having an on click to this button, which will be, we will use a method which we declared, which is delete from cart, and this will be product.id. That's once again. So it is saying button is not defined. So button is also imported. You will see this is the delete from cart. So we need to give it a label to this button. So we can simply give a label which is add to cart. So add to cart. So basically we are just checking here, basically if the quantity is less than 0, in that case we will show this button to the user that add to cart. If the quantity is greater than 0, then we will show a different form to the user here. So in that case we will be showing a simple form, and which will have a as property to it of row. And inside this, guys, we will have a label property, and we will be having a column of true, sm to 6, and we will display the number of products which the user has in the cart. You can display this using product quantity. So if you just refresh it, you will now see row is not defined. So you can see, if you add to cart here, and after this we will also have two buttons out there. So it is saying that column is not defined. So we need to import all the row and column as well. just import the column as well. If you see what is happening here, reference errors, button is not defined. Let me see what is the problem. Button is not defined. Let me write this once again, guide card body. I think I made a typing mistake here. So just paste it once again. So now you can see, if you click this button, you will be able to add products in the cart like this. You can subtract it, you can add it like this. So this is, you can remove the also like this. So basically now we need to show the actual cart here on the left hand, on the bottom right hand, sorry, top right corner of the screen right here, the cart which will be in the navigation component. So this is your cart which is almost ready. So now we need to build out our navigation component. So just go to your navigation component file. So right here guys, first of all we do need to import all these things in this component right here at the very top, which is button, container, navigation model, cart context and cart product as well. So first of all guys, we will have these state variables inside this component, which is use context, set show for hiding the model window or showing it or cancelling it. So basically we will be also be having the actual products count here, how many products are there. So we will basically be calculating how many products are there inside. So products count. So inside the HTML guys, basically, so here we will be showing a simple modal window here. If you click it, so inside this component guys, basically we will be showing a simple modal window. Let me paste it. So first of all, we have the brand here, which is e-commerce store, which will redirect the user to the home page. Then we have a navigation toggle, which is for responsiveness, because to show a hamburger icon whenever you are viewing it on mobile devices. So we are showing the actual products count guys, how many products are available in the cart is, and then we have the modal window. So if you click the hide button, it will hide the window. If you click show, it will show the, you can toggle this. This is the title of the window, shopping cart. Inside this window we are showing the looping through all the products which are there. We are simply having this cart product, we are passing the key, ID, quantity like this. We have defined this cart product component guys, cart product. I think we haven't defined this, so we need to define this. Then we are entering out the total cost here, purchase items. If there are no products out there, when we are saying there are no items in the cart, so this is actual window. So then inside your components folder, we need to define this component, which is cart product. So this will hold the information for a particular product. So here also you will need this context API, all this information, cart context, use context, and get product data. So this will be a very simple component guys, cart product. We will pass the props here like this. So we can get the cart using use context. And we can pass it cart context. We will pass the ID, which is props.id. We can even get the quantity of the products by props.quantity. and we can even get product data. So get product data, and we will pass the ID. That's it. So in order to return from this function, basically guys, here we will be rendering out the product data, title of the product like this, and also in the paragraph we will be rendering out the quantity, how many times the user has purchased this, and then we have the actual pricing model, pricing. So quantity multiplied by product data dot price, and we will convert this to a fixed value which is 2. That's it. So this is the actual pricing we will display, and lastly we will have a simple button to delete this from the cart like this, a delete button. That's it. That's all that we need to do, guys. So after this we can also add 2 horizontal lines. So it is saying that product data, I think yes, is equal to, sorry. So it is saying checkout is not defined. So we need to define this function, guys, inside this file, which is navigation component. So we just need to define this function, which is checkout. So this function will get called, guys, if you click the purchase items button, and imported as cart product was not found in cart product. Sorry. And also, guys, we need to export this. So just write this export line, export default. So please hit that like button, guys. Subscribe the channel. Cannot find file product stored JS does not match. So you see that, guys, you can now, it is updating it in the cart as well like this. If you increase it, decrease it, if you click it, this window inside your modal window, it will be showing all the products out there. You can remove the products as well. You can add the products. 2 products are there. If you now click this purchase items, we need to make a simple post request to the backend API, which is hosting here inside this localhost 5000 port number. So we just need to make a simple post request here inside this. So just go to navigation component, and right here we need to make this simple checkout request here. So this will be a simple function, guys. So this will be a async function. So here for making this post request, guys, we will be using a simple fetch API call. So here we need to pass the address of the backend API, which is http localhost 5000/checkout, and in the second parameter we will pass the object. The actual method will be post request, and here we need to also pass the headers, which will be content type, which will be application/JSON. And then we need to pass the body as well, guys, which will be equal to json.stringify, and we will be passing the items which is present inside the cart.items. That's all. And now it will return a promise to us, dot then response, and here we can simply return this response as JSON. That's it, return response JSON. And also this will also return a promise, so we will again get a response, and here we will simply say response.url. If we get this URL, we will simply redirect the user, window.location.assign. We will assign this or redirect the user to this URL, either success page or cancel page. That's it. So if you now refresh your application, guys, basically if you now click add the product, click the purchase items, you will now see basically it is saying that receive unknown parameter success URL. Did you mean success underscore URL? Just go to your backend server, guys. I think inside our index.js. Sorry, this needs to be success underscore URL. Just do it like this and automatically refresh it. So refresh this application, add the product and click on now purchase items. So it will redirect you to the Stripe checkout page, guys. You will see $115 payment here. So now simply select your checkout here, select your country, click on pay. So basically if you now click on pay here, your payment will be processed and you will be redirected to the success page, that is thank you for your purchase. So this is all that you need to do, guys, in order to build your own e-commerce store in Node.js and React.js using Stripe payment gateway. It is very much easy. I have shown you the full process in this video, and all the source code is given in the description of this video, guys. So simply you need to go to this blog post and follow this blog post and get all the source code alongside with watching this video. And I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, thank you very much.